thing I'd like to bring up is that Bret Hart, it looks like we've been stood up tonight. Is Jack going to call up Psycho, the midget dwarf, the hardcore dwarf, and have him pretend to be Bret Hart and come on the show?
Psycho the puppet. Puppet the Psycho dwarf.
There we go.
When we were doing Search for Jack's son, I asked him if he would do an angle where he would be my son.
Oh man.
Are you saying Walkie's not really your son?
What? I mean, that was all real, but I mean it was yeah, basically.
I think what Jack is saying is that he tried to influence the outcome so that perhaps who he wanted to be his son would be revealed as his son instead of Walkie, who actually is his son.
I would be proud to have Puppet the Psycho Dwarf as my son.
Oh, can you imagine bouncing that little Joey fella on your knee
at Christmas? Do you think that's good if your son is a midget? Because then, like, you could always bounce him on your knee?
I think so. I think if he was a midget, there'd never be, like, an age where he... Because, I mean, I imagine, I haven't had kids yet.
You know, I don't think that's good for a little man's psyche whenever you're bouncing him on your knee at like 20 years of age. I mean,
the thing is, if you're a midget,
that's got to cause some mental problems. That
where you look at your own father and you think, I could punch you out. And I think without that, he's probably, like, really subconscious. Could he beat up his own dad? He doesn't know. And that's a sad thing. I could beat up my dad.
I'm telling you.
I probably could beat up Inch's dad. He looks like he can throw bones.
Seeing
I can beat up Super Santo.
Seeing eye dogs help the blind.
Get you, man.
I think this would be a good use of midgets. You could give them to couples with no children.
Oh, okay.
And then they could
I
be.
thought you wanted blind people to stop midgets.
No. I'm saying that midgets to become a helpful part of society. They're what the hell? They're like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Now.
They
so that they could give them to couples without children, and it would be just like they had a real son.
Mm-hmm. I just want everybody to know, in case you're wondering, we are not trying to kill time on the show tonight. This is a legitimate discussion.
This is pride.
I tried to talk about Bret Hart and Michaels, but I got cut off, so we're talking about midgets.
How do you go from talking about Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and turn it over to midgets?
Because after Bret Hart got screwed, Shawn Michaels brought out a midget Bret Hart on Raw.
Oh, God. But that was the next night, you know?
It's all tied together. It's all tied together.
All right, guys. I think you better stop talking about midgets here, because Super Santo's getting frustrated. Oh, come on. Because not only he's a faker, he's one of them he's a mini then.